So thinking about that from the beginning, like where did you or how did people hear about you guys for applying for charitable? Because I know now we get an influx,
Yeah,
but
we get
like at the
40 of 'em.
beginning, how did they hear about you guys? How did they
You
find?
remember?
No,
I think we just sent it out to all the groups we knew about, right?
Yep, sent it out, and then Danielle did a good job. I think
That's
in general.
right. She created a list of all of the like main nonprofits, and then she created a social media page and just started posting and tagging a lot of them and saying like, "Hey, applications are due. Applications are due. We're giving away $60,000." Well, you get tagged and it says they're giving away $60,000 to a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're listening. So yeah, Danielle did probably the best job getting us kicked off the ground.
What's great now is we start to realize, the larger nonprofits in town, the Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Club, they've got marketing departments. You hear about them all the time. They're all over social media. We get the applications, not just from them, but also another 25 or 30 that are these small little mom and pops doing great work, but they just don't have the budget to have marketing people. And so we get to learn a lot about the community and what the needs are for the children.
What do you think about like Boys and Girls Club? Like Michael Johnson's one of the best fundraisers on the planet.
Yep. Yeah, phenomenal.
Like most of the people listening to this don't know his name, but the CEO at Boys and Girls Club, like I don't know a better fundraiser than that man.
Yeah, bringing in dollars. Exactly.
Oh man, yeah, that's one skill he's got. But back to Jason's point, like to read these and now know what your community's dealing with. I mean, that makes the work that we do so much more important, and also like it drives you. Like we've been doing this. This is 8 years strong, 8 seasons is what we call it, and it's like I don't know if I get tired of this.
Yeah. So starting out, you guys had to go seek them. Now we're getting what 40 per
about
quarter?
40 on average.
35 to 40.
And so talk to the audience if someone's like inspired by this conversation. Like obviously the rubrics was created.
Yeah.
That
Super
sifted and winnowed some of them. But how are you guys as a committee? And I know there's been committee shifting around and stuff of that nature, kind of offloading some of the work from the founders. But like, talk to them about how you're narrowing it down to 3 for the rest of us to vote on.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. When we get those in, we actually all board members individually read all 40. So let's say we get 40 this last quarter that just got done. We each individually take it. We use the rubrics card. We measure them. You need to take the top 5 point getters. There's a total of what, 25 or 30 points, I think, something like that per card. I can't remember, but somewhere in there, total points per application. And again, the questions in the app that they fill out match our rubrics, right? So you should be able to discern matches the need, exceeds the need, barely meets the need, right? Like, so it's like a point system of like 1, 3, and 5. So
and
like,
they're really just filters.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not giving to you if you don't have a 501c3 set up. All right, that one's throw those 3 out. They're not official.
What's your
nonprofits
administration costs?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you're
Have
at
you had
20%. We'd rather give someone that's lower, but depending on the cause. So there's all these filters basically.
Yeah.
That's really
It's a great filter system. And then so we give, as individuals on the board, we give our top 5 to the administrator who's helping us. So we don't talk to each other. We don't text each other about, oh, what'd you vote for? We send them in blind, and then we get an email from the administrator that says, oh, okay, I got everybody's votes in. Here's the top 3.
Got it.
What
Call
we
these people.
remind people of is it wasn't like we had everything set in stone in 2018. We've slowly morphed and made tweaks to things just to make it better. Why not continuously improve? The first couple of quarters we met together at Tony Frank's, or where were we?
we were having beers at Tony Frank's.
Hey, let's sit down and talk about this. And I actually got a lot of it because I heard an opinion that I really liked. I was like, I'm not voting for that. And then he's like, well, I'm like, oh, that's a really good point on this nonprofit. And I changed my vote. So I actually liked some of the feedback, but we decided let's have independent votes so we don't cloud anybody's judgment.
So you're not trying to sell.
No collusion.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, no collusion.
So there's benefits to each side, but I was like, I really like the feedback I got because it changed what I thought. For the positive.
And sometimes we've talked afterwards about it, like what did you vote for and why, and did you see that? Yeah, what did that mean to you? So it's afterwards we've been talking about it sometimes. The other part I like about what Jason said is that every single month we're trying to figure out ways that we make the group a little bit better. Now we don't want to now that we've got 8 seasons in, we don't want to steer the ship and move it quickly. It's more of we'll make small adjustments along the line, but we're still making tweaks, still making little standard process tweaks that make our life easier, the members' life easier, the people who are getting the money easier. Everybody.
Well, and we've even hosted events like here at the farm to get families involved to create the brotherhood that you guys spoke of. Vortex last year doing the tour there.
That was pretty fun.
That was awesome. What's the total number given away now?
This quarter will get us over 2.8 million, I think. So I'm pretty sure.
2.8 million into Dane County, and that's net is what I want everyone to.
Yeah.
That's net.
That is not what we received.
Right.
Well, it is what we received because we have our either members. They can give an additional, we call it being a partner. You don't have to be a corporate sponsor, but you can be a partner and give an extra $1,000 a year, and that goes into the kitty for operational costs. Yep. And then we have a couple gentlemen who have stepped in and then given a few extra dollars, right? Said, oh, this is from my business or my charity or my foundation or whatever. Here's extra money.
And that's extremely important and helpful because there are admin costs no matter what. Right.
Yeah, we talk about the taxes, having an admin, the IRS audits. It's like once you donate this amount of money, there's a whole nother level of the IRS wanting to know that you're
doing
legitimate.
It right and legitimate. Yeah. So give the audience a perspective on that. If they are inspired by this conversation today and they want to start one in Seattle or wherever, what could they expect for admin costs to do it right?
Well, for this organization and how we have it set up, it's about $35,000 a year, somewhere in there.
And that's running lean.
Lean.
Yeah.
Like lean.
But someone who's maybe had some nonprofit background or they're just very well organized. And it's like, hey, you can give us 10 hours a week. Here's what we want to pay you. And we need you to fire off these emails, these surveys, get all the votes together, get all the applications together.
But then there's the filing taxes costs with the CPA, stuff of that nature. And maybe you can find a CPA that'll donate their time.
We used to. So if there's somebody out there,
that's why I'm giving.
No,
Hey, if there's someone out here that
would like to, our books are pretty easy.
That's right.
Books are very easy. There's a simple spreadsheet that we have on QuickBooks that our books are easy. So the filing shouldn't be much. But it's administrative and taxes are tax review audits.
Yeah,
and those are the two highest costs. That's 70%.
Just the 4 events.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And we've got the events dialed pretty in. Like at
first,
first,
one of the members, right, is